don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. On the return, Darius Jennings. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
This one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards of first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Wait, that's 380. Check 50. Check 52 to mine. 19 tight. 19 tight. Easy. 380.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Leonard Fournette. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Brady's throw there complete, and he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
Here's Brady to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
23-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Chargers 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Herbert now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
To Keenan Allen.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year, 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him. Defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Chargers.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
To Taylor Gabriel.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
8-yard line.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady, he's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
The 47-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7.
Rip right. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Go Bandit. 72.
From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Chargers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard
line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards. And the Chargers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Number 13.
Keenan Allen. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead.
For the extra point.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Hey, go 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to Taylor Gabriel.
Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given them...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
They'll take
both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been... Nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
To Gabriel, middle of the field. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set
Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Taylor Gabriel. As the first half is winding down, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
21. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Watch your slap, watch your slap, watch your slap. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the back, watch the back. Alert! Mike 52, Mike 52. Check, check, check. Hey, 56.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's That's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The tackle made by Rayshon Jenkins. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Gay's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Chargers.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to throw here, Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vita Vea busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Oh, you know that did not feel good. Vita Vea with the sack there. And we know he's a big-time presence on the defensive line, especially against the run. But he'll surprise you with his quickness and his upfield agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking him, it's going to be a long afternoon or evening, a tough proposition.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Ty Long now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 9-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Chargers 37, Buccaneers 31.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Once more, here's Eckler. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Herbert. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Taylor Gabriel.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And the Chargers first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Back at the 44-yard line.
The Bucs on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Give this one to Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Herbert. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Buccaneers.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. This is a counter play. Eckler. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's